Arkadaşlar selam, Xbox Show'unu izleyeceğiz. Başlıkta da doğru okuduğunuz gibi büyük ihtimalle oyunların yarısından fazlası çıkmayacak. Yani o yüzden ne kadar güzel desek bile çıkmayacak yani oyunlar. Büyük ihtimalle inşallah çıkar tabi. Ama yine de başlığı böyle yaptım. Bir bakayım bakalım ses falan filan düzgün mü? Müzik çok iyiymiş. Bir oyun yüklemiştim, ona da sonra bakarım. Diğer hesaba geçmiş. Şunu geçeceğiz. Diğer hesaba geçmişiz dedim. Kendi hesabım var, ikinci hesabım yok mu oğlum? Unuttun mu? Duydun mu? Benim ikinci hesabım yok mu? Unuttun mu onu? Sigara almaya gider misin bakalım? Kahve için. Su! Tamam, ses varmış. Bundan sonra böyle deneyeceğim.
Ronaldo'cu şey.
Sefer kişiyle sunumu izleyeceğim. Çek lan. Bu arada her zamanki gibi audio description'ını açtım, yani sunumu hem siz takip edeceksiniz görsel olarak hem de ben sesli olarak takip edeceğim. Çok da güzel oluyor böyle. Kesin bu show'da şey göreceğiz ha. Hellblade 3.
Batman bilgisayara geliyormuş.
Ha?
Batman bilgisayara geliyormuş.
Bunu da görmeyiz onu. Bloodborne Sony'nin IP'si oğlum. Ayrıca Sony artık bilgisayar oyun çıkarmıyor. PlayStation 5 ihtiyacım var. Wolverine oynamak için. Artık bütün oyunlar neredeyse büyük ihtimalle Blind Accessible çıkar, çünkü neden biliyor musun? Adamlar 15 kişilik erişilebilirlik danışmanı ekibi kurdu. Ekipte tamamen kör de var, az gören de var. Tıkladım oradan bir yaygın yazan eleman var ekipte. Mortal Kombat 1'i erişilebilir yapan adam var. Yayın başlamadan ben şu indirdiğim oyuna bakayım ben. Shoot for the Stars Journey. Bakalım neymiş bu? Tamam bununla gir. Devam et. Start to begin. First there was darkness part 1. Stranded. Bu neymiş lan? Light the fire. Neyse ben buna yayın sonrası bakarım ya. Yapmaz.
This is the audio described broadcast for visually and cognitively impaired viewers. Hazy motes of multicolored light shimmer around the black and green Xbox logo. Title: Xbox Games Showcase. Below it, a countdown timer shows 15 minutes remaining.
15 dakika var. Müzikten nefret ediyorum. Hadi izleyelim yazdım, izleyelim yazmış. Neyse boşver, düzeltmeyeceğim. Gönder. Müzik çok iyi ya.
This is the audio described broadcast for visually and cognitively impaired viewers. Hazy motes of multicolored light shimmer around the black and green Xbox logo. Title: Xbox Games Showcase. Below it, a countdown timer shows 10 minutes remaining.
On dakika. Ben geliyorum. Kusura bakmayın. Beş dakika mı kaldı?
This is the audio described broadcast for visually and cognitively impaired viewers. Hazy motes of multicolored light shimmer around the black and green Xbox logo. Title: Xbox Games Showcase. Below it, a countdown timer shows 5 minutes remaining.
He?
Adam buraya yemek almış ya.
Mecbur aldım.
Mecbur.
Hı.
Mecburun neydi lan?
Bunu izlemek.
Evet. Bu kadar dedikasyon.
He?
O kadar dedikasyon diyor.
Evet.
Ben yanlışlıkla seni...
Ne oluyor oğlum?
Yanlışlıkla sana invite attım lan.
50 tane birden geldi. O neydi öyle 50 tane? Ne için invite attın ki ben anlamadım.
Şakası kim benim?
Diye böyle 50 tane invite geldi ya. Beni tanımıyor musun? Orada bas. Patates ister misin? Patates.
Olur.
Al.
Tamam.
Ne oluyor lan?
F'ye bassana.
He?
F'ye bassana.
F'ye mi? Tam ekran değil mi?
This is the audio described broadcast for visually and cognitively impaired viewers. Hazy motes of multicolored light shimmer around the black and green Xbox logo. Title: Xbox Games Showcase. Below it, a countdown timer shows 1 minute remaining.
1 dakika.
Text appears. Thank you for an incredible 25 years.
Xbox'ın 25. yılı galiba. Aynen.
And here's to the next 25. The Xbox logo
Ne
appears
alakası var
below the
lan?
text in its iconic translucent green. Text appears, US and Canada rating pending to mature, Peggy 18, IARC
18
and
yaş
others
üstü.
18 plus. An alert appears on a CRT screen, civil emergency message, Kelowna District.
This is the Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
Multiple other screens flicker behind blood-stained glass.
Stay sharp. Don't let them surround you.
A woman snatches a bloodied snub pistol.
Islak mendil var mı?
There should be more guns in the trunk.
Evet var.
At a car,
Versene.
Here, strap these on.
on a dark street, Marcus hands out more sidearms.
Gears of War.
This isn't enough.
Dom performs a functions check.
We should still head to the police station. We're gonna have more firepower there.
Right. Yeah. It's about 2 blocks up ahead.
Gears of War.
Okay. Shoot, move, watch for civilians.
Gameplay, third-person shooter. Marcus and Dom escort 2 others.
Get inside now.
Marcus performs a perfect reload. Through the dark streets of Kelowna, dozens of locusts lope on all fours as they rip people apart.
Ground's opening.
A cloud of red smoke bursts up through the street, an emergence hole. Several locust wretches swarm out. Marcus fires at them as civilians flee. He pistol whips one. He sprints past destroyed cars on an abandoned highway. A suspended train zips overhead as Marcus picks up a Nasher shotgun. He blasts apart a wretch just before it leaps onto a fleeing man, showering the streets with its blood. As more emergence holes appear ahead, a city bus careens off course. It crashes into a support beam.
You see that? It was something big. Like huge.
Bu acaba yeni oyunu mu yoksa koleksiyon paketi bilgisayara mı geliyor?
Just the adrenaline, kid. We need to keep moving. Through the underpass.
Let's get moving.
Yeni oyunu.
At a police car,
Let me see what I can do.
one of the squad members leans in.
Gears of War iyi değil.
I'm at the fire safe. I need backup. These things are all over me.
More tremors.
Any gears out there? Anyone that can hear this?
The 4 of them look around as dust shakes loose from surrounding buildings. An immense E-hole erupts beneath a car. They dodge the car. A huge creature resembling a hand with 6 fingers withdraws.
Open fire.
Dust clouds spill into the street as the holes cast an eerie red glow. More locusts swarm out. Marcus, now wielding a lancer, takes cover and opens fire on locusts resembling armored soldiers. Drones.
Goddamn breach points.
Marcus flanks, sliding behind a planter. Hit markers appear around his crosshair as he fires. A reload alert appears.
Reloading. Cover me.
Marcus fires around a corner, then charges a drone. He stabs and lifts the drone with his lancer's bayonet.
All right. That gear said they're stuck in the pay and save. Which way?
It's on the other side of those apartments. At least that thing carved us a shortcut.
Through here.
Marcus leads the way. In a department store, a gear wearing full trooper armor blasts apart wretches. The barrel of his Mulcher miniguns rotate.
Oh, bugger! Come on, then.
He squares up with his fists, but the wretch explodes in a shower of blood. Marcus's squad appears.
Nice shot. Oh, where the hell did you lot come from?
We heard your distress call.
Well, you saved my ass. But we need to make ourselves scarce. These fuckers keep pouring in every few minutes.
The gear takes up a lancer as the ground trembles.
More tremors. Watch it.
Marcus swaps to his lancer.
You guys here?
Yeah. Who are you? Where's your squad?
Beasties pulled out on squad members a couple of hours ago. We were into protecting some survivors nearby. I was about to get back when I got cornered in here.
Now, spattered with blood, Marcus takes cover behind checkout lanes and fires at a drone. He performs an imperfect reload, then downs a second one. Marcus runs up to slice its head off with the bayonet.
Hey, tomorrow. These things been coming in waves?
Ah, what's the problem till I ran out of ammo? I'm gonna get standing up.
An unarmed drone charges out of a new E-hole. It pounces on Marcus, then rains down blows as the gear attempts to block them. Dom appears behind it and knifes the drone in the neck. He tosses the dead drone aside as Marcus heaves himself upright. A grenade's explosion closes the E-hole. Marcus
Hakan, hoş
fires
geldin.
more locusts through the glass of grocery freezers. He clambers atop the freezers, vaults to
Şu
another
Apple
aisle,
Hakkında'nın
then
yeni
climbs
oyunundan
down behind
bir
the
şey
grill.
görmek
He
istiyorum.
swaps to his Nasher. Blood showers the screen.
Contact front!
There's no end to these freaks.
Marcus rejoins
Biz
his
ona
squad,
Apple
taking cover
Hakkında'nın
behind a counter as an E-hole
Legacy
appears
diye bir şey
in the produce
duyurmuşlardı ya,
section.
Resonance, Apple Hakkında'nın Legacy. Onu görmek istiyorum.
4 armed drones appear.
On your right, I got it.
Marcus looks to his right as a drone stomps toward him. He attempts to reload.
Jammed! Damn it!
He stabs the drone with the bayonet, but it doesn't even flinch. The drone slams the rifle, snapping the blade off, then grabs Marcus by the throat. He grabs his snub.
Prototype remake mi?
The drone grabs his wrist and wrenches the pistol out of his grip.
Prototype remake ve
The
Kojima
drone
oyunu
lifts
o
Marcus
diye
by the neck,
bekliyorum ben.
its thick
Ha, Kojima'nın
claws
oyunu
carving deep
gösterilirse
gouges
güzel
in
olur
his
bu arada.
face. Dom and the other squad members fail to notice. Marcus's eyes drift closed. A chainsaw shreds apart the drone's shoulder, showering blood. Marcus collapses to the floor. The gear holding the chainsaw offers his hand.
Ses nasıl bu arada? Ses iyi değilse
Ty
kısabilirim.
Caliso helps him up.
Buradan.
Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus looks him in the eye.
Gears of War iyi değil bu
Title,
zaten.
Gears of
biliyoruz.
War, E-Day. In a montage, a boomer locust steps
Keşke
from
ikinci,
flaming wreckage.
üçüncü ve
Marcus slides,
Judgment'lı
wielding a
bilgisayara
Nasher. He
getirseler.
takes cover from a rocket fired by a spider-like locust.
Bu da erişilebilirlikte olursa oynarım
More
abi.
gears stab
oyuna
locusts. Title, Gears of War, E-Day. Emergence begins October 6th, 2026.
6 Ekim'de çıkıyormuş.
Green text appears. Play it day 1 with Game Pass.
6 Ekim.
An Indian woman stands before posters of Gears. Asha Sharma, CEO of
Ha,
Xbox.
Xbox'ın yeni
Welcome to
CEO'su.
the Xbox Game Showcase. For the past 25
yeni
years,
CEO'suna bak.
Xbox has delivered some of the greatest games of all time.
Phil Spencer gitti.
Games that changed what was possible. Games that brought players together and games that define generations. Xbox was built on the spirit of creativity and heart. And as we
Belki
kick
bu
off the show
kadınların-
with Gears of War E-Day, it's only fitting that as we
Tesla
return to
Cybertruck.
Xbox, we return to Gears. So today,
Şimdi bu
we're
kadını
announcing
dinlemek istemiyorum.
that
Çünkü
Gears of
genelde
War
oyun
E-Day
görmek
will be
istiyorum.
an
O yüzden bu
Xbox
kadını
console exclusive.
dinlerken bu kadın bana
She
şeyi hatırlatıyor.
smiles. Text appears over the title.
Yes.
Xbox console exclusive.
Line up for
The core
Turkish
of
National
Xbox
diyor.
is great games, and that's what today is all about. We're going to show you more than 25 titles from creators around the world, followed by our Gears Direct. Enjoy the show.
The Xbox logo floats behind
Gears
her.
of War da iyiydi
Text
ya.
appears. Xbox Game Studios presents. Text. In-game footage. Mossy overgrown
Minecraft
ruins
Dungeons
sit
2
on
ne zaman
foggy
çıkacak gösterin.
mountaintops.
Minecraft Dungeons 2'yi bekliyor mu abi?
My powers came in.
A dark-haired woman in leather armor turns around.
Well, I was being crushed to death
Bu
with
ne acaba?
seawater and mud and manure.
İyi bir şeye
Whilst holding
benziyor
onto my
hadi.
sister's hand.
Zaten
She
Xbox'ın
swallows.
oyunları genelde yani Xbox'ın
I remember
oyunları
her
güzel
fingers
gösteriyor
gripped
ama
so
çıkmıyor bu
tightly in
oyunlar.
mine
işte.
that her
Başlıkta da
nails
gördüğün
drew
gibi.
blood.
Perfect Dark ne güzeldi.
Until
She blinks,
Hatırlatmayalım
then
onu
shakes her
tekrar.
head. Her eyes distant.
I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
Text. Playground Games presents.
Fable.
Does stick in the memory a bit, yeah.
Title. Isabel, hero of Wraithmarsh. The woman, Isabel, smiles.
Bu ne lan? Yeni bir oyun mu Fable mı anlamadım ben.
You want to talk about them?
A woman bats away an offered mushroom.
Forza'nın yapımcıları, Forza Horizon'ın yapımcıları.
You ever seen a legend in the flesh?
All that power, how do they use it? Killing mindless beasts,
Fable değildir.
fighting petty villains.
Mı? Fable mı acaba? Değil herhalde.
A real hero knows how to wield power.
Players duel beasts in a montage.
Geçen seneki Xbox Showcase'inde daha eğlenceli bir şeye benziyordu Fable böyle.
more important things to worry about than
Ciddi bir şeye
vegetables.
benzemiyordu Fable.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
Fable herhalde
At a
ama ya.
campfire.
What the fuck was that?
Heh,
I
tamam
was just-
Fable.
Just sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Remorse.
Isabel gazes off.
Remorse is for the guilty.
Ama bir şey
She
söyleyeyim mi?
holds a
Güzel bir şeye
spear.
benziyor.
Elsewhere, a man vomits in a tavern.
Yarış oyunu yapan bir adam nasıl, adamlar nasıl RPG oyunu yapmışlar merak ediyorum.
Broken. And I'm going to mend it.
Red lightning topples a tower.
Albion doesn't need heroes. It needs a hero.
You're a monster.
Gameplay, third-person melee.
Third person medyayı evet
Lightning
biliyoruz.
flashes. A sword is encased in a crystal. Isabel duels another hero in a cavernous fortress. She tumbles over a ledge.
Güzele benziyor yalnız.
Is me.
A title appears in golden scrollwork text. Fable.
Ne?
A young man's face is bathed in firelight. A hooded figure wearing a white mask emerges from flames. Text. Coming February 23rd, 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5.
23 Şubat
Text. Play it day one with
2027.
Game Pass. Text. Xbox Game Studios presents. In flashes, UNSC Marines dash past Sergeant Johnson. Plasma bolts flash.
You've heard the story. Halo, the chief,
Pelicans fly low.
stuff of legends.
Bu da Halo Combat Evolved
Captain
Remake
to
mi?
his feet. Cortana's blue figure appears on a holoprojector.
But that's not the story I'm telling today.
Text. 1 year before the ring.
This one, you haven't heard. Op started simple enough. Drop in, grab the goods, get out before anyone noticed.
Millet.
Well, guess what? They noticed.
Gameplay. First-person shooter. Wielding a battle rifle, then a plasma rifle, Master Chief downs several grunts and jackals aboard a cruiser. He fires a fuel rod gun, causing explosions to bloom. Later, Johnson
söyleyeceğim.
assembles a Gauss rifle from an
Sen
attachment
hangi
case.
showcase'ten bahsediyorsun? Bundan mı bahsediyorsun? Bundan bahsediyorsan bunun AI'ını mute'layamazlar.
You learn to read a battlefield.
Johnson covers Chief with the Gauss rifle.
This place,
Zaten bu arkada anlatan kadın da AI değil ha.
and trust me, I know freaky.
A Sanshum.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock.
Johnson fires at a brute. It crackles with red electricity, then rips apart its comrades.
The thing with simple jobs is
Ha, ya dur şu
they
chat'i kapatsana.
always get complicated.
A grunt throws a plasma grenade.
Yanlışlıkla
Plans change.
Heh.
Odds
O
get
mute AI'yı işte
my advice. Bring
yanlış
a
şovu izliyorlar abi o zaman.
Johnson pats Chief's shoulder. A purple ship trails bright light in high
Görme
orbit.
engellilerin şovuna gelmişler mute AI
Text.
yazıyorlar. Bu
3
AI da
all-new
değil zaten.
missions. The legendary campaign evolved.
Halo,
Chief fires an assault
Halo
rifle,
Combat
then
Evolved.
sticks a grunt
Ama
with a
remake'i.
plasma grenade. A warthog vehicle fishtails into a firefight. Title: Halo Campaign Evolved.
Halo Campaign
Chief, you
Evolved.
ever get tired of being the strong, almost
Ne zaman
silent
çıkıyor?
type? No.
Text. Available July 28th, 2026
Oha!
on Xbox platforms,
Çok iyiymiş.
Steam, and PS5. Text. Play it day one with Game Pass. Text. In-game footage. A white woman
İnşallah
with
düzgün
henna on her
çıkar. Halo
face and
Campaign
neck surveys a
Evolved'da
burning
iyi.
village.
Ama kanalda 2 defa oynadık zaten. 3. oynamaya gerek var mı?
Logos for Asobo Studio and Focus Entertainment.
It's like it calls to me.
Aha benim dediğim oyun galiba.
You and
Apple
my father
Arcade'ye.
found that island thanks to me.
There's more to this than you understand. More than you can handle.
The woman knifes a man through the gut.
I've proven myself.
Have you really?
A sword keeps
Ya bu
you
senin geçen
alive.
zaman geçen sene farklı Warframe'in 2 sandığın oyunu ha.
Later, she uses a dagger in an arena.
Duydun mu?
Gameplay, third-person melee.
Senin
She
geçen
turns a dial.
sene Warframe'in 2 sandığın oyunu
place.
ha.
It's mad.
An ancient stone statue towers.
The final confrontation is about
Aynen benim oyun.
Where are the others? This was dead. Many.
Oynayamayacağım ama bekliyorum bu oyunu.
She frantically sprints through crumbling ruins.
But you couldn't have said, "Hey, Lenny, you know those ancient death curse rumors? Well, maybe they're true. Sit in."
A fragmented mosaic glimmers gold around a pit. Title: Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy, coming August 27th to Xbox platforms, Steam, Epic, and PS5.
Güzel.
Text: Play it day one with Game Pass.
Şu şarkının
Logo
remixini
for
dinleyip duruyorlar ha.
Atlas.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel?
Text: Mysterious murders in a quiet town.
Domino might have been on that Midnight Channel before she died too.
Text: The clues hide within the Midnight Channel.
Efendim. Biliyorum.
Reach out to the
Sabahtan beri
truth
aynı
with your
müziği dinliyorlar.
friends.
Where are we?
Ya gösterme ya.
Someplace totally
Ya yeter vallahi. Yok. Dur yayın yapıyorum dur.
Whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
To wield a persona is to wield direct control of one's heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds.
Yukiko.
Doesn't it sound cool?
Someone had to see
Ben
that.
bilmiyorum
I'm
personel
glad it
yapıp
was you.
gidiyor o yüzden yazılar.
That's supposed to be him.
Good times never seem to last long, do they?
I hate you, sneaky,
Sınavdan
stupid
sonra
bully
oynarız
jerk.
personalardan bir tanesi başlar senin bilgisayarda.
Shall we?
Really? So neat.
Come on,
3 mü 5
don't
mi?
call me that.
Teddy.
All shadows were originally born from humans.
And that means Senpai got killed by her other self.
Ha?
No, get out of
4
here.
remake. Yok ben sana şey diyorum. 3 mü oynayalım 5'i mi
You're
oynayalım?
just gonna stuff me back in your head and pretend I'm not real. I can't.
PS5 yazıyor çok komik. Ücretleri.
Gameplay: Turn-based strategy.
All right, which means that we also gotta catch whoever's tossing people in here.
Abi Wolverine için PlayStation 5 almak istiyorum yemin ederim ya. Wolverine çok iyi. Navigasyon asistanı falan var. Bak sevdiğim 2 tane şey. Biri hack and slash bir oyun tamam mı? Kılıçlı mılıçlı. Yakın dövüş oyun tamam mı? Navigasyon asistanı var. Wolverine motor kullanıyor. Motoru çok severim. Motora bayılırım.
Title: Persona 4 Revival, coming February 18th, 2027 to Xbox
18
platforms,
Şubat
Steam, and
2027.
PS5.
Persona 4 Revival.
Text: Play it day one with Game Pass.
Ama Golden
Text:
içeriklerini yine
Xbox Game
DLC'de
Studios
satacaklar.
presents. A cassette tape labeled For Caroline begins rewinding. A knob is attached to one of the tape reels. As it rotates, it winds up a dangling length of string.
Abi sinir ediyor gerçekten de yapacak bir şey yok.
A ticker counts backwards as the tape rewinds. A grenade is taped to the
PlayStation
cassette player
alırsam
with the
yani-
opposite end of the string tied around the pin.
Çok az oyun alacağım. Zaten.
In the ruins of a city, shadows shamble through an orange dusk. They close in on the
Spider-Man'i
raped
alırım. God of
cassette
War
player.
Ragnarok'u alırım. Spider-Man 2 alırım. God of War Ragnarok'u alırım.
Logo for
Wolverine
Undead
alırım.
Labs.
Bu şey.
Used to argue about what ended the
State of Decay
An
3.
older Asian man watches around a corner.
A weapon.
The Last of Us Part 1'i de 2'yi alırım. Bu kadar yani. Başka bir şey yok.
Something worse.
Ama
A
yeni
fleshy
çıkacak
mass
oyunların hepsini
sits
alırım.
in a
Yani.
tunnel.
Almak zorunda kalırım daha doğrusu. Navigasyon asistanı falan olursa.
Empty roads.
İşte PC'ye çıkarmaya devam etse gerek.
The string on the cassette player shortens. It reaches the grenade pin. The man
O da var.
watches
Bir
as it
intergalaktik
blasts
falan
apart
çıksa-
zombies. He runs off, wielding a rifle and carrying a full survival
Aldığımla
pack.
kalırım.
He halts at the sight of an orange smoky tower.
These survivors found each other.
İşte ben de işe girince diyecektim tam.
Pushed back against the night. We'll
Adam
always
önce.
have each other's back.
A utility vehicle drives off.
Because the world has become more dangerous than ever.
At night, the vehicle plows through one of the zombies. It bounces over a dirt road toward the smoky towers.
The dead aren't just wandering anymore.
State of Decay 3.
A
8
feral
yıldır
orange zombie
geliştiriliyor abi. Bir
gallops on
oyunu
all
8
fours,
yıldır
its mottled
geliştiriyorlar.
skin
Perfect
glowing
takip etmek
orange.
yerine bunu iptal ettirmeliydi.
The survivors dismount from the vehicle. Gameplay: third-person shooter.
In the end, it doesn't matter what you believe.
One wields a shotgun.
What matters is
believes that when the dead come through the dark, so do we.
The survivors fire their weapons. A zombie with a bloated belly vomits acid onto them. Its distended abdomen pops when they fire at it. They make their way through a compound, shooting at fleshy masses along the walls.
Yakup Reis alır mı?
Flaming zombies charge through a Molotov. A glowing orange mass explodes. The utility vehicle makes its way back along the dirt road. The sun rises over perfectly clear air around the compound. Title: State of Decay 3. Coming 2027 to Xbox platforms,
Abi hala
Steam,
çıkış tarihi
and
vermiyorlar.
PS5.
2027 sadece.
Text:
İptal
Play
edin
it
ya.
day 1 with Game Pass. Text: Xbox Game Studios presents. A feared red maw megalodon attacks a ship at sea.
On the Sea of Thieves, there have been
Sea of
plenty
Thieves, bunu biliyoruz
grand
zaten.
adventures. But what if you could make your own Sea of Thieves experience? With our new free update, Custom Seas, you can. Let me explain. You could create new ways to play. Like Rowboat Royale, where small but bloodthirsty crews duke it out in a furious battle to the death. Just remember to watch out for explosive barrels.
One detonates.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Or Skeleton Snipe Hunt, where the sharpest shooter with the highest score wins. Or maybe you just want to spawn this.
A chicken.
These.
Chests.
One of those. And absolutely loads of these.
Xbox'ta gidişle
Well,
ölür.
you get the idea.
A gunpowder
Oyun
barrel.
dağıtıcısı stüdyosuna dönüşür artık. Publisher'a dönüşür.
Masterpiece. With enhanced camera tools, you could show romance, action, or tragedy. Or maybe just show the world from a whole new perspective. Or you
Oyunlarda o
could
kadar
even just
sarsmıyor
create a
istersen.
place to hang.
Orada
Literally,
dışında.
if you want. Or you could come together for a party. Or maybe you want somewhere you can just kick back and relax. Whatever your piratical pursuits may be, we're giving you your own keys to the seas. There's a whole new world of possibility ready to explore. So dive in and unleash your creativity. The tools are now in your hands. What you do with them is up to you.
Custom Seas.
Just try not to wreck the place.
A free update for Sea of Thieves coming June 18th to Xbox platforms, Battle.net, Steam, and PS5.
Yeni konsolu
Text,
niye alayım
play
ki
it day
PlayStation'ın
one with Game
bilgisayara oyun
Pass.
çıkarmayacaksa?
Text: Proudly made in Ukraine, inspired by the worldwide best-selling
Stalker.
Metro book trilogy by Dmitry
Metro, ya
Glukovsky.
Stalker değilmiş abi. Stalker değil.
In these tunnels.
Snow
Metro.
billows in through a hole punched in the tunnel roof. Lights flicker over their gray depths.
PlayStation 6 alırım geçer.
They call him.
Metro 2039.
But that is not your name. Your name.
Ukrayna deyince aklıma direkt Stalker geliyor.
The Führer wears a gas mask, sash, and epaulettes.
Bu sefer Artyom'u kontrol etmeyeceğiz ve kontrol ettiğimiz karakter
Rats run
konuşabiliyormuş.
through a market.
You stood for something. But where are the Spartans now?
A crow picks at a corpse.
To protect the metro. From you. You promised a brighter future. For our people.
Another corpse sits in a tunnel.
Now, the Norai spreads tyranny. In your name.
A trooper patrols wearing a gas mask.
You swore to crush the enemy. To face them head on. And guide the metro to the light.
The decaying remains of a city shine in dim sunlight. At night, the ranger wipes rain off his visor.
But darkness consumes you. Spreads. Like a plague.
He sets a demo charge.
It's you. From within.
A colony of bats flies past.
Every step. And every move.
He holds a lighter, then activates night vision.
Drowns you deeper. In lies.
He fires incendiary rounds at mutants. Gameplay: first-person shooter.
Your lies And now, Hunter, that legendary Spartan is gone. Turn to ash.
The Ranger fires a bolt-action rifle at Nova Reich troopers.
I won't stop until the Führer burns with him.
Title, Metro 2039. Lights flash over abandoned subways. A silhouette stands before the flames. Title, Metro 2039. Coming February 2027 to
Çıkmayacak
Xbox
çünkü abi.
platforms, Steam, Epic,
Şubat
and
2027.
PS5.
World premiere.
Aa şu World Premiere'ın hiçbirini
In a
göremeyeceğiz
forest
ha.
full of multicolored flowers, a tiny bird hops along a path. It
bunu
pecks at a
görmesek de
tree,
olur.
then picks up a stick that falls from it. It strikes the stick against flint to spark a fire. The flames glimmer in the bird's eyes. Cartoonish faces on the flowers look on in horror as the flames spread. The bird runs through a meadow, starting a wildfire.
Bunu görmesek de olur.
The bird starts more fires, breaks into buildings, then electrocutes itself with an outlet. It hops to the
Güzel
edge
bir
of
şey
a cliff
gördüğümüz
as
zaman
shadows
onu
of other
göremiyoruz.
birds fly along the ground. It gazes down at the forest, remaining on the ground as day turns to a rainy night. Later, the bird steals a trumpet, eats worms, breaks a wall, and throws a firework into an abandoned car. At night, the bird's eyes glow white as it carries something shiny toward a brightly glowing star. In a small crater, the star gazes down at the hopping bird.
Bana çaktırmayın.
Title, Bad Magpie. Coming 2027 to
Bu ne lan?
Xbox
Bunu
platforms
görmesek
and
de olur.
Steam. Text, play it day one with Game Pass.
World premiere.
Text, in-game footage. A flag flutters over the smoldering remains of a battlefield. Gigantic twisting growths tower near a
neymiş?
seaside town as several junks float nearby. Logo for Koei Tecmo.
Countless wars have been waged throughout history in pursuit
Koei
of the
Tecmo.
elixir of immortality.
Team Ninja.
A champion rises,
Team Ninja.
destined to quell the chaos of this senseless cycle.
A Chinese man wears a top knot and a robe with trailing sleeves.
Niye hiç
Gameplay,
diyesiz
third-person hack and slash. He battles a fiery dragon, then a spiny rock golem, followed by armored foot soldiers. A multi-story town is constructed into a cliff face. The warrior deflects flaming arrows.
Awaken. Phoenix.
An outline of flames appears through the warrior's body, forming a phoenix. It bursts from the warrior's body, then soars upward to create a title. Wolong 2, Wings of Ember.
Wolong 2.
The warrior stands in a burning arena across from an armored man.
So, it was you who set the red cliffs ablaze.
Text, coming early 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, PS5,
Eylül'den
and
Mart'a,
Switch
Eylül'den
2.
Mart'a kadar oyunu duyacağız sanki.
Text, play it day one with Game Pass.
GTA da var.
Text, in-game footage and
beklemiyorum
cinematics.
You're ready for the challenge
Xbox
and
çok...
the reward of opening your very own
Doğru.
vault.
Text, lead, recruit, build, teach, fight, tomatoes, survival, flamethrowers.
You'll be going to
Nintendo yazmaya başladı, bir oyun
County,
sikti.
USA, teaming with locals waiting to join our family.
You scare me? You don't scare me.
Bu ne lan?
You pissed off a random person on the street. You want a trophy?
Even if they don't know it yet.
Gameplay, third-person shooter.
Geçenki
Text,
PlayStation
single
sunumu
player
neydi öyle
and
ya?
four-player co-op.
Kurumda izledim, bayağı
A
iyiydi.
chopper circles a compound.
Build a cult, and I will shield you from the apocalypse. Join us.
Magic gathers from the sky. People float. Fighter jets soar toward giant tentacles.
Looking for the owner of a severed human head. Come and collect it, or it will be given away on a first-come, first-served basis.
Title, Join Us. Coming March 2027 to
Join
Xbox
Us.
platforms, Steam, Epic, and PS5.
Ben katılmak
Text,
istemiyorum
play
size.
it day one with Game Pass.
World premiere.
World Premiere bakalım.
Text, Xbox Game Studios presents.
Neymiş bu?
Long ribbons of metallic gold ripple like the surface of a liquid, resembling a topographical map. A young white woman struggles to keep her head above the surface.
Hellblade 3.
The woman, Senua, looks around.
Left your people behind.
Statues of people stand on empty shores.
Bunu bekliyordum zaten. Sunumda kesin gösterilir demiştim. Gösteriliyor. Hellblade 3. Severim.
Lines of gold light flow toward the sky.
And some binds cannot be broken.
They form a rune in the clouds. Gameplay, third-person platformer.
Artık
Senua carries her
hikayesizleştirmiyorlar.
hand
Third
mirror
person
on her hip as
platformer.
she crouches, stalking a shirtless man. She draws her sword. She slices his back, then drives the torch into his chest. Later, she slices apart more men covered in white body paint and thorns. In the golden pool, her face sinks further into the liquid. On the battlefield, Senua wields a heavy halberd, then throws a hatchet. One of her enemies hovers,
Bakmadım ama
glowing
Alien
with
Isolation 2
golden
duyuruldu
light.
abi.
A beam
Summer Game
shoots
Fest'te
upward
bayağı
as
iyiydi.
Senua mouths the dark voice's words from the golden pool.
Oradan baktım. Alien Isolation 2 var.
She shuts her eyes, and her face sinks beneath the twisting gold. Now, wearing woad face paint, she surges from a wall of gold to face a figure kneeling before the rune. Title: Senua. Coming 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5.
Nasıl? Sadece Hellblade 3 değil oyunun adı. Sadece
Text,
Senua.
play it day one with Game Pass. Text: Bethesda presents.
Ya
Text appears on
Starfield
a
ya
film
Fallout
reel, a
76
Bethesda
DLC'si.
Softworks production, The Call of 76.
76 DLC'siymiş.
Welcome to the surface.
Stellar Blade'in devamı var. Evet doğru.
Meet the locals to learn to fish. Doesn't that sound nice?
Fallout
What a
76.
hoot. You found loot. This is no time to hoard. Share your stroke of luck with your pals. All aboard.
Şey vardı,
Build your camp
başka ne
as a
vardı
team.
Summer
Hey,
Game
life's
Fest'te?
pretty swell, but in this Appalachian wonderland, all is not well. Gadzooks! It's worse than expected.
Ya bir sürü şey vardı ya. En iyi Summer Game Fest'te ha. Ben izlemiyorum ya, ben izlemedim.
Suit up, son, and defend our great nation. And gather all your friends when you fight this
Resident Evil Veronica Remake de vardı
Play,
doğru.
Daddy-o. We'll tackle them all, rebuilding our bright future from the ashes, rising tall. When you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for kicks, answer the call of Vault. Answer the call of Vault. Answer the call of Vault 70. Oh dear.
Text, starting today, free daily rewards June 7th to 15th. Free trial, Fallout 1st, June 8th to 15th.
Hayır teşekkür ederim.
A super mutant wields a Gatling gun. An
Ben
automaton
Fallout 4
powers
oynuyorum,
up.
teşekkürler.
3 players wear brightly colored power armor. Title: Fallout 76 Infestations. Available now on Xbox platforms, Steam, PS5, and PS4. Text:
PlayStation
play
4
it
ne
day
alaka?
one with Game Pass. Text: Bethesda presents. The Slayer stands before a projection of a maker.
Stellar Blade'de başka karakter bir kılıç
Logo for
yerine
id.
yakın dövüş olması üzüldüm. Bu neymiş? Bu da iyiye
The
benziyor.
Slayer dons his helmet.
Do-
He
ha,
emerges
Doom'un
from a portal,
DLC'si.
parries a Hell Knight, then stomps an Arachnotron.
Council has chosen. Beneath this chamber will be your tomb.
A Titan stomps the Slayer. He falls, then finds himself in a snowy landscape, shirtless and clad in a fur cape.
This place is your pain-given shape. It holds many secrets. Only a cleansed soul may leave.
A spear.
I am not your enemy. I am your way out.
Bu Doom DLC'si de Yeni DLC.
Gameplay, first-person hack and slash. The Slayer wields the super shotgun in his right hand and the spear in his left. The spear's blade changes from red to green as he parries oncoming attacks. He throws it, and it instantly respawns in his hand.
Başta iyi diyordum da bayağı kötü.
The Slayer shreds apart hordes of demons.
Bu oyunların hiçbirini satmayacak. Hepsi Game Pass'te yani. Kim alsın ki? Game Pass'te de DLC'yi de oynamayı veririm ben.
He parries a mancubus with it,
Bence
then
Game Pass
switches
kötü
to
bir
the
şey
spear
ya.
mid-leap.
Ayrıca orijinal yani Doom 2016'da Eternal'daki müzikler nerede?
He parries a cyber demon. Text: This summer, hell freezes over.
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to find him.
A Night Sentinel wields dual blades. Title: Doom the Dark Ages Revelations.
Doom the Dark Ages Revelations.
A silhouette stands in a hospital doorway. Text: July 7th. The Slayer lays down his damaged chest piece. A forge hammer strikes it. Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, coming July 7th to Xbox platforms, Battle.net, Steam, and PS5. Text: In-game footage and cinematics. The sun rises over the Golden Gate Bridge. On a sidewalk, a hot dog cart vendor perfectly stacks sodas. An open-top convertible taxi cab shoots past, knocking him over. Gameplay, third-person driver. Multicolored sparks shoot out of the tires as the driver careens around corners and over jumps. Various passengers pump their fists and grin. A man holds a stack of 50 pizzas in the back seat. In slow motion, the taxi vaults over another man carrying a bouquet. The taxi races down cable car tracks. As passengers exit, some kick the taxi, others dance with joy. A blonde woman in a red convertible pulls up beside the taxi driver. She types on her phone, then looks pointedly at him. On his phone,
Taxi
alerts appear.
driver'a mı benziyor?
Time to check in for your flight. Hope your passport is up to date.
Crazy Taxi gibi bir şey.
Title: Crazy Taxi World Tour, coming 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, PS5, and Switch 2.
Ama bu zaten Xbox oyunu değil. O yüzden PlayStation 5 yazması normal.
The retro Xbox logo. An early 2000s bedroom includes a CRT TV and an original Xbox. A vortex appears in the center of the room, ripping posters off the walls and sucking in the electronics. The Xbox bursts apart, then reforms into a Series X with a translucent green shell. All of its internal components are visible through the sides. The matching controller hovers nearby it. Both bear the Xbox 25 logo. Green light shines in through the window, and the bedroom modernizes in a flash of light. The translucent Series X floats down onto a clean white entertainment center below a large flat-screen TV. Text: 25 years in the making. Introducing Xbox Series X 25 Limited Edition, coming
Xbox
November
Series X 25.
2026.
yıl özel sürümü.
Text: Xbox Game Studios presents. Title: Age of Empires 4 Raiders of the North.
Age of Empires 4'da yeni DLC geliyormuş.
We know only one way of life.
Bunları niye izliyorum? Keşke PlayStation sunumunu izleseydik. Gitmeseydim de o gün. Ya da şu an Digimon oynasaydım daha çok keyif alırdım. Persona 4, Senua ve Apple Arcade dışında oyun yok. Bir de geri oku.
Armies pour over green hillsides. Title: Age of Empires 4: Raiders of the North Expansion.
İstemiyorum Age of Empires.
Coming fall 2026 to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5.
DLC şovu. Başlığı
Logo for
değiştirip böyle
Mojang
yapacağım.
Studios. Text: in-game footage and cinematics. At dusk, a red-haired player slices apart zombies in a forest.
Bu ne abi?
A ghostly face flies past her, then lights up a creeper with an eerie blue glow. The player charges and slashes it.
Minecraft Dungeons 2 mi?
She stares as the creeper remains standing. It walks forward, backed by zombies. A hammer smashes it aside. 3 more players appear, each wielding a different weapon. As another ghostly creeper glows in the distance, the red-headed player swiftly dashes to it, weaving nimbly between the trees. It explodes. More ghostly zombies and skeletons shamble forward. The players leap into the fray. An upgrade menu appears. Gameplay: 2.5D hack and slash. Together, the players navigate through dungeons, explore villages, and enter a fortress. The 4 players reach a dark cliff. As they look over its edge, a huge ghostly figure stomps toward them. A twisted warden glows with ghostly light. The players square up. Title: Minecraft Dungeons 2. Coming September 29th, 2026 to Xbox platforms, Steam, PS5, Switch, and Switch 2. In the dark forest, a zombie gazes up at the ghosts. Electricity sparks nearby it, forming a pixelated portal hovering in the air. The portal bursts forward. Text: Play it day 1 with Game Pass.
World premiere.
Logos for uppercut and focus in an early 1900s theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, admirers of the mysteries of magic, take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises, for our next act is about to begin.
Inside, signs advertise the final performance.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Bu neymiş?
Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story.
Shadow puppets.
Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo.
Lies of P2 mi ya?
So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters. Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can.
The shadow puppet turns into a man who breaks through the screen. He looks down at the audience, who now have glowing red eyes. From stage left, the announcer doffs his top hat, switching himself to red skin and short horns.
That's your cue.
With a smile, he gestures to the audience.
$21.
The man, Jacob, wields a magic wand to levitate away one demon. He summons a deck of cards to throw at several others. Gameplay, first-person melee. Jacob bursts out of the theater, only to find a twisted version of the city outside is crumbling into a red abyss. In a montage, his white-gloved hands throw playing cards, invert gravity, flip through a tome, and hold artifacts. He wipes condensation away from the glass, and a face turns toward him. Title: Magician, the Devil's Deal. The devil appears in candlelight.
A deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
Text: Coming 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5. Text. Play it day 1 with Game Pass. Text. In-game footage and cinematics. A standard bearer and 2 foot soldiers emerge from fog, each of their backpacks trailing flames.
Ne abi sabahtan bir DLC görüyorum.
What would you give for victory?
Elsewhere, wine pours into a goblet.
Your life? The lives of your sons?
The view falls through the floor, then emerges below to show an upside-down battlefield. The world rights itself.
The line between victory and defeat is thin.
2 French fusiliers tend a fallen comrade, each bearing orange growths.
What if you had within you power, terrible and divine, to destroy your enemies, break their will? Would you have the strength, the resolve to wield it?
A lone man conjures flames from his palm against a clockwork cyborg. Gameplay, first-person fighter.
Clockwork Revolution.
The man explodes a fusilier's head.
If destiny was there, within reach, could you sacrifice everything?
Wielding a saber and a flintlock pistol, the man clenches his fist to form grappling hooks of purple energy. He vaults through a mind-bending dimension.
For your country. For your empire.
Another man dons a bicorn hat. As the magic wielder looks out to the battlefield, his eyes switch to the other man's.
For your emperor.
Title: Valor Mortis.
Valor
starring
Mortis
Vincent
ha.
Castle as
Clockwork Revolution
Napoleon.
değilmiş.
Text: coming September 24th to Xbox platforms,
24
Steam,
Eylül.
and PS5.
Valor Mortis iyiye
Text:
benziyor.
play it day 1 with Game Pass.
Silahlı Souls.
Text:
Bethesda
Bethesda presents.
Bethesda sunar.
3 hooded figures walk through a crowd.
Glenumbra's full of thieves. What is it you're after? Don't take this the wrong way, but we've been watching.
Bu ne abi?
You've got talent and a lot of promise.
Stop! Thief!
Valor Mortis'te görürsün PlayStation'da. Valor Mortis şeyin oyunu değil. Xbox'ın oyunu değil.
Are you ready to talk
Xbox'ın
about
oyunlarında da
planning a
görüyorsun da
real
yani.
heist, partner?
Title: The Elder Scrolls Online: The Thieves Guild is back.
Elder Scrolls Online Thieves Guild is back.
Our members will show you the
Gelsin adına bak
ropes.
ya.
This job is going to need every trick in the book.
I heard that caravan should arrive tomorrow.
2 thieves stalk a caravan. They spark an explosion, allowing them to loot a
Eğer
silver key.
sövdüğüme bakmayın. Elder
Some
Scrolls
jobs call
Online'a.
for slick
Mod
distraction
gelse
and quick
sabahtan akşama kadar
fingers.
oynarım.
But you never truly know what's behind a door. Or if that's not quite your style, step out of the shadows and take a direct approach.
A Nord hurls a dagger to save a fellow thief from his attacker. She salutes.
There's other treasure all around the world, if you know where to look and are willing to fight for it.
While 2 ships are locked in battle, 3 thieves sneak along the ocean floor.
Whether it's fortune, adventure, or danger, the Thieves Guild has everything you need, as long as you're willing to take it.
A vault door opens.
Don't mind if I do. Hands off the cheese. I got here first.
Title: The Elder Scrolls Online. 1 thief is transported to a snowy mountaintop.
Oh.
Text: now available with PC Game Pass. Return of the Thieves Guild. Join the heist July 8th. Text: play it day 1 with Game Pass. Text: Xbox Game Studios presents. Text: celebrating the beauty of the United States, featuring national parks and national monuments. Text: in-game footage. A glider soars past a herd of elk in Yosemite as the sun sets behind them. In a montage, various planes fly over expansive environments as text appears for each. The Great Smoky Mountains, Dry Tortugas, Big Bend, Guadalupe Mountains, Rocky Mountains, Great Sand Dunes, Canyonlands, Bryce Canyon, Zion,
Microsoft Flight
Death
Simulator.
Valley, Yosemite, Crater Lake, Mount Rainier, North Cascades, Glacier, Yellowstone, Grand Teton, Badlands, Mount Rushmore. A stunt plane performs an upright barrel roll over the Grand Canyon. Text: The sky is calling. Answer the call. Title: Flight Simulator 2024, World Update 22 coming July 4th to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5. At a stunt course, 7 propeller planes zip past. Text: National Championship air races coming fall 2026.
Aa, yarış geliyormuş lan.
Text: Play it day 1 with Game Pass.
Uçak yarışı.
The mountain stands here, yet it cannot be seen. The wind passes without a sound. People move within.
Pagodas and bridges crisscross mountaintops. Title: Where Winds Meet.
The Moists move in secrecy, renowned for their mastery of mechanisms. As the old order begins to fall,
A man deploys a mechanical wing.
no one can remain untouched. When all is obscured,
Bunu biliyoruz, evet.
the battle
Beleş.
has only just begun.
A megastructure hovers over a placid lake, shimmering like shattered glass.
Beneath every mechanism, the true game lies in the human heart. This is your game to decide.
Gameplay: third-person fighter. A warrior sinks into regimented martial arts stances as he defends against partially mechanized opponents. He blocks a straight sword with gauntlets, absorbs magic projectiles, and attacks with a mix of hand strikes and twin pistols. Title: Where Winds Meet, with exclusive benefits for Xbox Game Pass members, starting today on Xbox platforms. And Hidden Mountain, coming July to Xbox platforms, Steam, Epic, and PS5.
Dracula's castle is just ahead. I have come here to destroy you, just like my father, mother, and their allies before me.
A white woman with a long blonde braid runs through fantastical castles. Gameplay: side-scrolling platformer.
Plus ya da yazılı
No one
yansına ve
believed me when I said the newest Belmont would be a girl.
She avoids traps, then swings from a rope of
Pennsylvania.
golden light. A map appears, followed by cards. A clock shatters.
God has given you another chance, Rose. You must use it wisely to better control your curse and strengthen yourself.
The woman, Rose, leaps between walls, duels a minotaur, and unleashes a blast of golden magic. It petrifies 3 thralls.
You are no more than an irritating thing. What makes you think you can stop me this time?
A red-eyed woman appears, wearing only dripping blood over her chest and shoulders.
I've always wanted a pet Belmont.
Rose battles her in a throne room flooded with blood.
Stupid girl. I will show you what hell is.
More bosses appear.
I am Rose Belmont, and I will hunt the night!
Before an illustration of the muscular Rose, scrollwork text appears, 1 word at a time. October 15th, 2026.
15 Ekim.
Title: Castlevania: Belmont's Curse. Coming October 15th to Xbox platforms, Steam, and PS5. Key art by Katsuya Terada. Logo for Serenity Forge.
Güzel.
Text: Studio Meadowflower presents in-game footage.
Some years have
Castlevania indie değil ya. Castlevania güzel.
In animation, dialogue appears for a young girl. I wonder what this sprout will grow into.
a haze that seems to fill the whole world.
She leaves a forest and speaks to a humanoid catfish. I saw a sprout growing in the old tree
Bunu
hollow.
geçsin. Bunu geç.
You discover wonderful new places.
She meets a girl in a pink dress.
Dear friends you always needed.
A white dog in a dress says, I was worried you might not find your way here. Sometimes I think these forest paths are always changing.
And golden moments which linger on the warm breeze.
Gameplay, top-down exploration. The catfish says, "Hey Jenny, why don't you come join us? We're just reminiscing about old times." The girl, Jenny, frowns at herself in a mirror.
Efendim?
The girl in pink says, "Let's stay best friends like this forever, Jenny."
As you live your days as dreams.
Jenny and the tree hollow are miniaturized under a glass bell jar, which sits in a rundown sunroom. Text. Sprout quickly, little tree. But can this small world contain you? Title. Vivarium. Coming 2027 to Xbox platforms, Steam, and Epic. Text. Play it day one with Game Pass.
World premiere.
Logo for Atlas. The logo disappears into thick rain clouds. Text. In-game footage and cinematics.
Aha, Persona'nın yapımcılarından yeni oyun. Aha, Persona 6
darkness,
olabilir.
heavy rain falls over jumbles of gravestones. They disappear.
Olamayabilir. Karanlık bir şey çünkü.
The graves wink back into view. Sickly green light
Yakup,
gleams off the raindrops.
Atlas Persona'nın
Darkness
yapımcılarından yeni
briefly
oyun.
eclipses them. The view continues along the rows of gravestones. The rows all lead toward a central plinth. Towering above the hundreds of graves is a statue of a headless figure wearing a long cloak. Gnarled tree limbs reach into the sallow green sky as lightning flashes. On the statue, a shadow of an arm reaches out. Flashes of eyes, mouths, hands, and letters which spell "Who are you?" A title appears. Persona 6. The letters glow a ghostly green.
Yalnız bir şey söyleyeyim mi? Bu sefer daha karanlık bir oyun
Coming to
olacağı benziyor.
Xbox
Ha.
platforms, Steam, and PS5.
Daha karanlık bir oyun olacağı
Text.
benziyor bu
Play
sefer.
it day one with Game Pass.
Persona 6'da Game Pass'te bir ilk günden olacakmış. Gelsen.
World premiere.
Text. Activision presents.
Activision Presents.
Text. Cinematic CGI. Sunlight shines over
Prototype
fluffy
olduğunu
clouds
sanmıyorum.
and a meadow with two long-legged songbirds. Text. In a realm beyond. The birds nuzzle each other, but both flee when darkness falls over
Kuşlu
them.
muşlu bir şey.
Lightning flashes as silhouetted wings
Persona
soar
kuş yok.
overhead.
Pardon, Prototype'da.
A three-fingered hand grips a
Persona
staff
6 iyiymiş
with
lan
a huge
bu arada.
pink crystal. Text. A new evil rises.
Bu ne abi?
Run over a desert. Spyro the dragon lopes over the sand,
Spyro the
flaps his
dragon.
wings, and takes to the skies. Text. A legendary hero soars. He twirls above the clouds, but pauses when he spots an immense dark tower in the shape of the staff. Title. Spyro, A Realm Beyond.
Spyro A Realm Beyond.
Spyro soars under a bridge, then spits fire blasts. Gameplay, third-person platformer. Text. Take flight. Spring 2027 on Xbox platforms,
2027.
Steam, PS5, and Switch 2. Text. Play it day one with Game Pass. Text. Xbox Game Studios presents.
İleriden gidiyorsun abla.
A zeppelin flies over a city in a rainy night.
It's my kind of night.
Geliyor.
Alarms are
Ben
ringing.
gelmeyeceğim.
Bullets are flying.
My fingers slipped.
Yok bu da prototype
Every
değil.
copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Logo for In Exile Entertainment.
In Exile. Bu işte Clockwork Revolution. Bunu bekliyordum, bu iyi.
Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Ulysses.
My schemes have schemes.
Clockwork Revolution. Bu güzel.
I prefer to make it up as I go.
The man uses a clocking terminal to dump fish past guards. An automaton, Nazim.
You'll have better odds getting through without me.
Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand. Then give my regards to the Sandman.
A brawny man in a bowler hat, Erasmus.
Cheap rubbish.
The player, Morgan, fires a revolver in an explosive barrel.
corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Hazel.
Look at the
Hazel,
bloody
Hazel.
ships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
Text. Anne fucking Darrow.
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're putting the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
An automaton.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Morgan looks over a ledge as an aristocrat woman appears with police.
Hadi inş.
How sad. You were all doing so well.
Ulysses scowls.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
A bulky armored automaton drops on the deck, then charges them.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this.
Uzun
A
bir
small
fragman
flying
hazırlamışlar.
contraption appears.
Çıkış tarihi
Time
verirler
slows.
artık herhalde.
Text rewinds from 1895 to 1867.
You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices. But I just found a way to
Değişik bir
control
şey
the
lan bu.
past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor.
A doll with a ruffled collar.
Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soap.
In a theater.
The pimp, the blood, the priest.
Kendi kendine arada konuşuyor.
Like the least. Oh, it's different how they do ya. The ways they stick it to.
Morgan fires a variety of automatic weapons as a tart kicks up her skirts on stage.
Gonna screw you in the end.
Gameplay, first-person shooter.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us, especially not the future.
Morgan uses a mechanical gauntlet to create a time vortex with a shredder.
But this time, we've a chance to steal it.
Güzel, beğendim.
What more could an honest thief ask for?
Stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the
An armored guard wields a flamethrower. Morgan fires a steam-powered rifle. Title: Clockwork Revolution. Text appears inside a clock. Coming in due time.
Ha?
The gears wind forward to instead read, Coming
Zaman.
in 2027. Xbox console exclusive.
Xbox'a özel.
Text: Play it day one with Game Pass.
Xbox'a özel çıkacakmış. 2027'de
An older
geliyormuş.
white man, Matt Booty, Chief Content Officer at Xbox.
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience full of intriguing characters and incredible world building. And it's an
PC'ye
Xbox
gelecek mi
console
bilmiyorum ama.
exclusive coming in 2027.
Xbox
Thank you
ekskluziv
so
diyor.
much for
PC demiyor
joining
bak
us
yine.
today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you. And we're excited about our lineup of iconic games.
Herhalde bu
Record-breaking
az önceki
Forza
oyunların
Horizon
hepsini
6,
PlayStation 5
The
yazmasının
Return of
sebebi
Master
anlaşmaları
Chief,
tamamlandığı
rebuilt
içindir
from
ya.
the ground up. The extraordinary world of
Bir
Fate,
tane oyun
full
Xbox'a özel
of choice
çıkacaksa
and
yani
consequences.
2027'de.
Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei Tecmo, and more. And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027.
Oğlum Gears of War E-Day PlayStation
In a
5'e de
moment,
çıkacak ya.
we'll
Ne
dive into
ekskluzivinden
Gears of War
bahsediyor?
E-Day. But before we do,
Salak.
one franchise that has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare
Sunumun en iyi
later
oyunu
this
bence de
year
ya
and a movie on the way.
Clockwork.
Last month, the teams at Infinity Ward and Activision
Persona da
gave us a
iyiydi ya.
glimpse of the story and gameplay. Today, they are back
Oynanış
with
görmedik,
the
bir
first
logo
look
gördük ama
at
iyiydi
DMZ,
Persona.
reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Matt grins. Text:
Call of Duty'yi
Activision
biliyoruz zaten
presents.
ya. Call of
In a
Duty'yi
living
biliyoruz
room,
ya.
an old CRT TV sits on a lace doily. Text: In-game footage with screen images added. The TV switches from a cartoon to a news broadcast.
Overdose.
Subtitles: Under the
ya.
wise and benevolent guidance of our respected leader. A statue holds a raised fist. Subtitles: The Korean Peninsula
Modern
remains
Warfare 4.
orderly and strong. the former industrial incident within the southern exclusion region, long since contained through the heroic efforts of the state, poses no threat to the stability of our nation. Rain falls over Seoul as DPRK soldiers salute. Subtitles. The exclusion zone is secure. Title, entering the DMZ.
Online'a gösteriyor DMZ'yi.
Text. Many squads will infill, not all will exfil. Player voice chat added.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
That's a negative. That's not what we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative.
Oltizden sonra bir Gears of War
One
EA
player
sunumu
enables
var.
their night vision. Gameplay, first-person shooter. As he examines a corpse, an enemy grabs and performs a finisher on him.
Damn, he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the intel?
Got it.
The two operatives leave
Bu
a
arada
room
bu
into a
online mod
hallway.
değil mi?
The
Hikaye
player
modu gibi
aims a light machine
gösteriyorlar.
gun.
Let's find that HVT.
On you.
The player follows.
Şu online'ı böyle göstermelerinden nefret ediyorum ya.
Shit.
You know we're here.
The night vision lags slightly as they enter an open balcony of the mall. The player eyes a side room as he passes. He disables the night vision as they pass advertisements and banners.
Hey,
what's up?
Blood spatters the screen as both operatives unleash tracer fire at a lone enemy.
Hey, you good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're all right.
A second enemy fires from above. The player vaults a balcony to the lower floor as the screen glitches. They both fire down a corridor until the second operative throws a Molotov to obscure their position. They fall back to an elevator. Incoming rounds pepper the doors as they slide closed.
Oltizden artık uykumu getiriyor ya.
Was that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
The second operative is immediately downed as he exits onto the rooftop. The player annihilates his attacker.
I got you, man.
He uses a syringe, then drags the other operative back into the elevator.
You good?
Yep. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Aynen
He
kanka,
walks up to
hikaye
the bloodied
yazıyoruz
enemy
ya
corpse
online
and loots a
modda.
PKM machine gun.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, let's move.
They exit into a bright city square.
Hiç kimse online oyunları böyle oynamıyor ya. Boş boş gösteriyorsunuz. Böyle oynayan mı var online oyunları?
A green flare accompanies the green smoke on a nearby rooftop. They dash toward a street.
Nedense benim için şu an yeni oyun yok. Wolverine
They
var
take
abi.
cover just as a light tank and an armored personnel
Wolverine'i
carrier
çok
drive
beklediğim
past.
belli oluyor değil mi?
Sniper fire rains down from a rooftop.
Abi hiç kimse böyle oynamıyor şu
They break
online
into the
oyunları.
doors
Ne
of the
alaka
police station,
böyle
finding one
gösteriyorsunuz?
enemy inside. The player mows him down, then aims up the
Hikaye modu
stairwell.
da değil gösterdiğiniz şey. DMZ yani ya.
No subtitles appear. The player returns fire up the stairs.
I'm inside.
Online'da böyle oynayan gitsin hikaye modu oynasın.
He kneels by the corpse.
Orada da yoktur abi. Oradaki oynayanları da izliyorum ben.
As the player ascends toward the third story of the stairwell, he unwraps and applies a bandage to his
Sanki
wrist.
film çekiyormuş gibi online oynayan.
Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
The player flees onto the roof just as the chopper is touching down. His blood spatters the screen. He and the other operative return fire just as a rocket hits the roof. The player fires
Keşke
wildly
ileri
at an
alma şeyi
oncoming
olsa
enemy
ya, canlı
chopper.
yayın olmasa da.
He manages to sprint aboard in a montage. Players fire at one another on opposite sides of a bank vault. One wears a skull helmet. Another wields a belt-fed grenade launcher. Text: extract or die trying. 3 players clip to a hull line attached to a plane as it flies overhead. It yanks them upward. Title: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 DMZ, coming October 23rd. Play first at Fanatics Fest in July. A 10-second countdown timer appears below a red cogwheel with a skull in its center. The gear ticks down. Red splatters surround the skull and it shatters to form a title. Gears of War E-Day Direct. Text: all game captures represent in-development footage. At night, a seaside city glimmers with dozens of skyscrapers. Several developers enter an office. One types at a laptop with a sticker that reads, "No weak shit." Text: Mike Crump, studio head.
Welcome to the Coalition, here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next.
A man bobs his head while he plays a keyboard.
To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed and the fight began, Emergence Day.
A clawed hand reaches up from an e-hole. A wretch leaps out and shreds a civilian.
It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
In gameplay, Ty rescues Marcus. Text: Matt Searcy.
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time. E-Day.
An e-hole bursts through a street.
The moment the locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game.
Footage plays from the Mad World trailer in 2006.
So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
Kate Rayner.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail.
Suspended train zips past as Marcus fires his Nasher shotgun.
We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created.
A crumbling pavilion.
With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting.
Reflections of TV screens flicker.
And a richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you.
A courthouse collapses into an e-hole.
You'll fight against bigger and more brutal enemies with new and craftier weapons and navigate the battlefield with more natural character movement so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
Marcus charges. Matt.
This is a game that feels like Gears, but plays like new.
Now, we're inside.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
Fires flicker and power lines spark near destroyed cars. Text: Nicole Fawcett, brand director.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have returned home.
At the Armored Prayer bar, Marcus is in plain clothes as he sets down 3 beer bottles. Dom hangs up a payphone.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved.
Cog tags sit on the table between them.
Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
The emotion from our refinery kept power.
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
Marcus kicks open double doors to utter chaos in the streets.
Kocaman
Police
yok
lights
bitti.
flash. Text, Aryan Hanbach.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a backdrop. We wanted it to feel alive, like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality.
Enormous statues of hands hold a gear wheel.
Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the Cog War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe.
Small fires burn along the dark facade of the Kelowna Hotel.
Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style.
Smoke rises near a suspension bridge, which stretches over a conifer forest.
As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods, built around constant emulsion production.
Matt.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield.
Marcus and his squad stack up on a corner.
Kelowna's density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how gear moves through the world. And it created the perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat.
He mantles onto a subway car, then fires up a grand staircase.
Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets.
Motion capture actors shoulder check props.
And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield. Cover is life in Gears. And we've completely rebuilt our movement and cover systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects, slide around corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to jump, which really opened up this citywide battleground. We get to play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles, or clearing gaps in crumbling buildings to reach new flanking routes. At the heart of our gameplay is still that great Gears combat puzzle. A mix of unique enemy combinations, tactical weapon choices,
Marcus swaps to a light machine gun, then the lever-action Gnasher.
And your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences.
Marcus shotguns a drone.
You can throw yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Raul Figueroa, campaign design.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head on? Do you flank them from a side entrance? Or do you climb up to the balcony across the street and take them all out with your long shot? It's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building, 4th floor.
A raven crashed in the distance. A group of gears readying an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized.
Colin Penty.
To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and pipes. We have a procedural content generation toolset for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in.
In-engine detritus appears.
This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
At a map table.
But the board control is connected to an older antenna. I can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
Several gears nod.
Do it. The remaining gears will hold the fort.
Raoul.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you.
The facade of an apartment building crumbles.
People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated the possibility of peacetime are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the locusts have unleashed.
A drone lifts Marcus by the neck, its thick claws carving deep gouges in his face. Colin.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology.
Bullets rip through groceries at a checkout lane.
E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
The E-hole emanates a red glow.
As a game design element, getting to use E-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world.
Automatic fire leaves bullet holes on a car.
Destroyed beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder.
Hasty barricades dot the Kelowna streets.
You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed. You'll walk through city streets filled with smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack.
An enormous locust emerges.
It's the fall of Kelowna.
A locust destroys a courthouse. An E-hole is closed. Dom holds Carlos's cog tag. He frowns, his eyes distant, before he hands it to Marcus. Text, V. Nyarko.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
A gear kneels.
You okay?
Dom offers his hand.
No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic.
A statuette of a boomer has glowing eyes.
The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come to our ship when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes, a sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Mags
and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are four soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
Dom helps Marcus to his feet. Aryan.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras,
Benim bilmediğim bir şey
just
mi var?
like the intense war movies we love.
A downed chopper falls into an e-hole.
The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky.
Aha bu
And
yaptığını
leaning
yapıyor.
into
Başka
these
bir şey
rough
yapmıyor ki
edges
bu
is
arada.
what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
V.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caliso.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix. Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
A blonde white woman.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Aryan.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scowl. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Devs sit at workstations. Kate.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix, Marcus, Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had
Şu
fidelity
navigasyona
at
sana
this
bilmem ne falan
scale.
erişilebilirlik görmeyi bekliyorum o yüzden.
Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have
Erişilebilirlik
way
görmeyi
more
bekliyorum.
expressive characters
Ne var
with a
diye görmeyi
huge
bekliyorum.
range. From a small smirk to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution,
Kanka onu
native
yapmak zorundasın
HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
Multiplayer'da
A
120
drone
FPS
guns down a
olacakmış.
civilian.
Campaign'de de 60.
When it comes to the
4K
locusts,
60 FPS.
to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
A drone rifle butts a man.
The boomers are even bigger this time around. Like living battering rams smashing through doorways onto the battlefield. The wretches scream so loud it disorients you before they rip you apart. And the reavers, they crawl up buildings and rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
Marcus takes cover from Reaver fire. Later, Dom looks down at him.
So what now, Marcus? We save everyone we can.
Key art shows locusts
Görüşürüz
in
kanka.
sharp detail. Blood glistens on their faces. Colin.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying.
A Reaver yanks a gear through a hole smaller than his body.
And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
That was satisfying.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the arm or leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
Raul.
The Nasha is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a COG weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire a round to let it explode, or hold the trigger to control when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range e-hole closing potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body.
A green splash chars a drone's flesh.
Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close.
Marcus flanks a drone.
And of course, the Lancer.
Nice.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the superstore, to a prototype kit bashed on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Motion capture actors grapple. Text, Johnny Morgan, audio director.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory.
Adam plays a cello.
Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
In a cavern, Mags holds up a blue flare.
Where the hell are we?
In a Foley studio.
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto-Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006, and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time.
In a forest.
It's a heavy world. And what better way to experience its dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
Matt.
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. But it's not just about the brotherhood that you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start, and we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 4v4 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears' symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game, completing in-game challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to announce a dynamic new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode, Horde Siege. It's a 12-player mode where all 3 squads fight alongside each other to battle the Locust invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon, and we hope you join us for our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good? Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
In flashes, Marcus executes a drone. A boomer bursts out. Blood spatters the screen. Marcus tosses a grenade. A wretch claws apart a civilian. Marcus fires the gut puncher. Carlos's cog tags sit on a table.
We can't outrun the past. But as long as we're still breathing, we're the ones that keep fighting.
V.
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to make sure we deliver on the story of Gears.
Nicole.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone. You got it, man.
V.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century anniversary of Xbox, it's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
From a vantage point, Marcus surveys the smoldering Kelowna skyline. Another gear approaches.
Ty. What a nightmare.
Untouched by nearly 80 years of war. Destroyed in 2 nights.
Mike.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay, and our world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
A chopper flies low overhead as Kelowna burns. Title: Gears of War E-Day. Emergence begins October 6th, 2026. In a montage, snippets of gameplay are shown. A warrior stands before flames. A clockwork gauntlet is revealed. Dracula's castle looms. Isabel turns.
I know why you're here.
Senua's face sinks into gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats.
Napoleon dons a signet ring. Birds fly past mountain pagodas. Villages burn. Marcus wields a snub as an e-hole appears. The Twisted Warden roars. The Slayer takes up his spear.
The Council has chosen.
Now you ready to get to it?
Chief deploys an energy sword. Jenny investigates the tree hollow. Armies clash. Soldiers salute. Heroes toast with tankards. Ulysses glares.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
A warrior swipes a straight sword.
I've proven myself.
Have you really?
The taxi drifts around corners and vaults over jumps.
I have come here to destroy you.
Welcome to the surface.
The magpie starts fires. Jacob flourishes his wand. Missiles streak over a city. The cult raises their arms. Spyro soars. Titles appear for Clockwork Revolution and Gears of War E-Day, Xbox console exclusives. Titles for all of the games hover before an ethereal background. In translucent green, the Xbox logo. Text appears below the Xbox logo. Thank you for watching. Audio description provided by Descriptive Video Works. Written and narrated by Janissary.
Görüşürüz.